let's start with this. Okay, the Celtics lost at home. Bizarrely, they're not even that good at home. They're actually a better road team. Knicks fans, I've never seen a game one upset that means less. This is the only game the Knicks are going to win. Boston's not going to miss 45 threes. I know, enjoy the moment, Knicks fans. You are feeling it today. Oh, give me a break. Boston got a 20-point lead. They hammered this team all year. They fell asleep, and then they just took bad shots. Jayson Tatum, he froze. He does that from time to time. He does it much more than any of his fanboys want to admit. It was the classic Jayson Tatum game late where you're like, is he on the floor? Is he playing? Where's Jayson Tatum? But the Knicks wings, OG played well. Mikal Bridges, they were running off shooters, defended well. They deserve credit. But the Celtics had the third fewest layups in the league and the fewest free throws. What does it mean? They don't create shots. They don't. They just live and die with a three. And like those great Warrior teams, when Steph and Clay weren't hitting them, they had bad nights. They got blown out multiple times in the finals. So, I mean, Boston, they don't get layups. They don't shoot mid-range. They don't get to the free throw line. They're shooting 63s. And last night, I mean, in the second half and overtime, they shot 49 shots, 37 were threes. And I will defend Jayson Tatum later on in this show because I think he's a little bit trapped with his team. But the reality is you see this from Boston, and strangely, it's often at home. They're a great road team. They're a better road team than a home team. But they have these nights. And, you know, Jayson Tatum, nobody wants to admit it, but he has these collaborative nights where he's just settling for bad shots. And again, I think he could draw more fouls, but this is what Boston is. They're going to be fine. The Knicks have absolute offensive limitations. It's going to be okay. Boston's not going to shoot like this. I mean, the first quarter was classic Knicks. They were outplaying Boston. Boston was rusty, and the Knicks kept missing free throws. They couldn't get the free throws right. I was on Moneyline Knicks first quarter too, J-Mac. They couldn't hit free throws. So the Knicks have an absolute ceiling, but Boston, they give you one of these every so often. And I've said before, they remind me a lot of the Warriors team, but back when the Warriors were shooting all the threes, the rest of the league was not. But Boston leads the league in threes. They don't get to the free throw line. They don't create layups or mid-range shots. So when they have one of these awful shooting halves, I mean, they led by 20. They dominate this team. And we've said this all the time in the NFL. You'll see a team lead 28-7 at half, and the game ends like 31-27, and you're like, we were so close. And it's like, not really. It's hard to ask athletes who dominate an opponent over and over and over to always bring their A game. And Boston had a bad second half, settled for too many bad shots. And here's Jaylen Brown after the loss.
I feel like we just settled in the second half a lot. Some of them felt good. Some of them felt like we maybe forced the issue. And definitely our rhythm and our timing was a little bit off. We got a lot of great looks. In those moments when the other team got momentum, we can't just fire up threes. To break up momentum, you got to get to the free throw line, get to the paint, get to the basket.
They're going to be just fine. And Jayson Tatum is going to be just fine. And I'll defend him in about 10 minutes. All right, let's go to the opposite of the Boston Celtics. Literally the opposite team. The Denver Nuggets, who as an underdog went into OKC and dominated the late game situations. The Nuggets shoot the fewest threes in the NBA. They live at the free throw line because Jokic can create so many opportunities around the basket. And Jokic, unlike Tatum, is a coach on the floor, does not care if he offends people, is mostly collaborative, but sometimes he takes over. And if you go to the fourth quarter, OKC got tight. The young, nervous, at times terrified Thunder at home froze. They froze. And this was Jokic at his best, coaching and playing. He is the anti-Kawhi. He communicates with everybody. I mean, obviously he empowers Aaron Gordon and Russell Westbrook, but it should be noted, Jamal Murray as well. I mean, this right now, there was a time when Michael Jordan, I've told the story before. I was on a couch watching Michael Jordan against the Phoenix Suns in the final, and with a friend who's a great basketball player. And I said, why can't there be more Michaels? I mean, he's not the strongest player or the biggest player. He's not the best ball handler or the best shooter. The NBA average size is 6'6". He's 6'6", kind of thin. I mean, I know he can jump, but Dominique had a higher vertical. Michael was so much better than even Charles Barkley. You know, like even Akeem. And you watch Jokic, he is so far and away the best basketball player in the world. And now he's also the best player coach, which Bill Russell did for a while. I mean, you got Tatum, he can freeze. You got Giannis, don't trust him late, can't hit a free throw. You got Embiid, he's never healthy. You got Kawhi, weird personality. You've got Luka, who's not in great shape and is not willing to defend. And for the record, not only is Jokic flawless offensively, he's actually an improved defensive player. He looks like he's in better shape. So, again, this game was not just Jokic, although he was remarkable. Westbrook, once again, gives you so many tools in the bag, including improved shooting. Congrats to his shooting coach. Also, Aaron Gordon is another one of these guys. I was talking before the show to J-Mac, that young player for Houston I love, Amen Thompson. Aaron Gordon's like a bigger, stronger, more experienced version of Amen Thompson. He just does everything. Rebounds, block shots, late in games, tipping it, defending, length, relentless, energy. And he hits the game winner last night. And what I love about Jokic is this mentality. Here's an organization that went through a coaching change a week before the playoffs. So you can see Jokic on the sideline. He's literally like, you know, we're all like, we got to be included in this. If you go back to that Clipper-Denver series, this is what the Clippers needed. And they have a great coach in Ty Lue. But Kawhi doesn't provide that, and Harden certainly doesn't provide that. It's always excuses for those two. Here is Jokic saying, yeah, I'm not going to be stoic. It's not a time to be stoic. He is coaching, he is playing, he is elevating, but again, not at all a guy that has to take the last shot. It's Westbrook and Aaron Gordon who combine for the last shot, and here's Jokic after.
He's the soul of this team. He's a glue guy. He probably doesn't give them much respect that he deserves. But I think he doesn't need attention. So he knows what he's doing. So I'm happy for him.
A remarkable, remarkable night. And we were talking about this. There are a lot of cliches in basketball, right, in all sports. But don't trust young guys in the playoffs. People always say to me, how come you don't respect OKC? It's not that I don't respect them. I don't trust them. I respect a lot of people. Love many, trust few. I don't trust OKC in a big spot. Chet Holmgren was nervous. The coach was nervous. And by the way, OKC's one of those collaborative teams. You get it and I get it. But to be honest with you, I want SGA with the ball. That's who I want shooting every shot, 8 straight. I wish Tatum, you know, SGA in the regular season, he's a machine. But when you get into these playoff games, that's why OKC played no close games this year. Minnesota led the NBA in close games and clutch moments. So here you get OKC rolling everybody, and it's like, oh, wait, we're the favorite. Denver's older and wiser. All these great players. How many playoff games is Westbrook and Jokic and Murray and Gordon? OKC got tight. They're not in close games. This isn't college football where if you're winning by 3 touchdowns, you just have better players. I mean, I would argue OKC's got a deeper roster, but if you're giving me a starting 5 and I get Jokic and Murray and Gordon, and then I get like a Westbrook who's a spark plug, we talked about this yesterday. The betting markets have OKC as an overwhelming favorite. Time out. Young teams do not sweep veteran teams with a trophy who have been in these games. We've been trying to bury the Warriors for 6 years. Denver's not going anywhere. That is a really good team. J-Mac, by the way, Steph didn't play last night. LeBron didn't play last night. And the league was fine.
Wow. It's one night. We get Jalen Brunson last night put on a... How good is Jalen? We need to start, honestly, putting him in context with his greatness. Jalen Brunson is magnificent to watch. I know you love him, right?
Yes.
He's one of your favorite players.
I really like him as a player.